is the starting group for Houston. They'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Thompson is out there with Tari Eason. And it's Şengün in at the center, locking down the middle. For the Warriors, backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Draymond Green is out there with Porzingis. And it's Moody in at the 3, the small forward. So, Tim, relative to the rest of the NBA, these two teams like to play a more measured pace.
That's right, Kevin. And as a result, execution is going to be critical. Timing and spacing and decisions with the basketball. Whichever team performs their sets the most cleanly will have the edge in this one.
A lot in front of them. Here's Smith. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Defensive foul.
Yeah, scouts have said Smith needs to get stronger, and maybe that's the case, but well, he sure muscled that one.
And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
Taken third overall in 2022, Smith, instead of trying to take the league by storm, he was looking for ways to fit in within the system. And that's what coaches love about players like him.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Moody. Fires the 3. And that's good. Stephen Curry for 3.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Houston. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about Kevin Durant and just how challenging a matchup he is. He told me, quote, his length is what makes him so difficult. Throwing that quick release on his jumper, all we can ask our guys to do is get a hand up on any shot they can. We'll see how effective their defense is on Durant tonight. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks so much. Golden State's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside, Green. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Porzingis, a shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And bringing the aggression and the energy, two things you like to see from Porzingis.
Here's KD. The 10-footer finds the target.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Podziemski finds Curry. Porzingis with a screen on Thompson. Curry wide open. No good on the 3.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Here's Eason. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Pass to Şengün. Lays it up off the glass.
Let the big fella eat. Şengün just doing his thing down low.
The Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Curry against Thompson. Left side Curry. 6 to shoot. Now Moody. And it's off from three-point range. Inside, goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Houston.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Santos. And play stopped. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Houston leading by 5. Smith on the wing. His last outing, 16 points for him. And that one drops.
Oh, love the determination Smith showed there, refusing to let the contact alter his shot.
Pass to Curry. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. To the inside. Here's Podziemski. And the Warriors miss again. Here's Houston now. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Here's Thompson. And Santos pulls it down. Warriors trail by 7. Pass to Curry. There's the 3. And again, no good by Golden State. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And the fact they still had a chance to win that game, I find to be somewhat amazing because it was clearly an off night for most of their guys.
And yet they ended up right there. They could have stolen that win. It's definitely a missed opportunity they'd like to get back.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for
Now we get a chance to check out Kevin Durant. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, averaging 25 points per, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
But that's right. There's no question he's not their only offensive weapon, but he is a key cog in what they're trying to do.
Now Curry. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score. Şengün against Porzingis. Outside Curry. Pass to Podziemski. They get it back. Now here's Curry. Outside Porzingis. And it's good off the back rim and in. Porzingis has got his second basket of the night.
And Porzingis will make you pay if you collapse off of him. That's just inviting trouble.
And Şengün gets it to go on the assist by Smith.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Outside, Porzingis. It's good. Porzingis has got 6.
And because he can score from all over the floor, Porzingis can find space inside. That's not the case for most 7-footers.
Now here's Durant. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
And don't forget about his work on the boards. He was doing the dirty work as well.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And now that we are witnessing the tail end of Kevin Durant's illustrious career, Tim, talk about his legacy.
Well, Kevin, without question, this is one of the all-time greats, arguably the most effortless scorer the game has ever seen. Quite simply, he is one of one.
Now here's Thompson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. Eason gets a wide-open look. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Some nice passing by Golden State. Sinks the triple.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
Now here's Durant. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. Down low, here's Moody. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Moody's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Warriors. KD looking around. They double-team KD. Smith for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 11.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
It's to Curry. Porzingis sets the pick for Curry. Now Porzingis, a 3-ball. Rebound by Smith.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Eason finds KD. Back to Eason. Sinks that one from the post. Eason's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Porzingis against Şengün. Fires from 14, and another basket for Golden State.
A sensational shooter. Porzingis really is a unicorn.
Durant kicks to Şengün. Back to Durant. Pass to Eason. The basket good off the assist from Durant. KD's got 3 assists now in this one. Warriors trail by 15. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Here we are now past the midway point of the season, Tim. What kinds of things are you focusing on right now as you take a look at the league?
Well, Kevin, this is where teams separate. There's 2 paths. Teams that are starting to get themselves ready for a playoff run, and those that are starting to think about their next offseason and angling for a good draft position.
And teams trying to peak at the right time. A very tough thing to achieve, don't you think?
It's critical. You want to be in rhythm and healthy to make that deep playoff run.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Smith. And Okogie subbed in for Durant. And so it's Golden State with it. Down by 15. Horford with the screen on Eason. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
To draw a whistle every time down the floor, not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Shepard's checked in for Houston. Pass to Finney-Smith, launches it, and he's good on the 3-ball. And the Rockets lead by 18.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Here's Melton. Over to the left wing. Horford in the post. Capella's there. 5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Melton. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Thompson with it. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Capella, the pass to Shepard. And yes, it's good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Warriors trail by 20. On the wing, Melton. He's covered by Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Santos. A 3-pointer is right on target.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Amen Thompson, one of the most spectacular athletes in basketball. Coach Ime Udoka said he's so fast and explosive that he has the versatility to attack any matchup. Put a big body on him, he still has his advantages. We can put him anywhere in actions, and he can get downhill. Kevin, back to you.
What an athlete. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And it's the Warriors with the ball after the Rockets pick up 3. Santos, no good. On offense, here are the Rockets. They're on a 16-5 run here. Finney-Smith. Al Horford with the rebound.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
We've got 1:08 left in the first. It's stolen by Capella. And here's Thompson. Capella sets a screen for Thompson to the paint. And Capella with the basket on the assist by Thompson.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Picked by Horford. Here's Santos. Count that one. Santos has got 5.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Melton against Thompson. Here's Finney-Smith. Off target with his 3.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Horford. Here's Melton. And so it's Houston controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we'll be right back after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. In quite a position here for the Rockets to be in. What do you think, guys?
On the attack right from the tip. They've been relentless offensively.
Well, they haven't been challenged so far. Everything they're doing seems to be working.
Taking a look at the Rockets. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Jayshawn Tate. Then it's Alperen Şengün. Then there's Shepard, and it's Okogie in at the shooting guard. Here's Richard, and that one is hammered home.
And that kind of defense ain't going to get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in him.
Not the greatest effort there defensively, and he took advantage.
And so here is Houston. The Warriors making the shot. And some nice passing there by Houston. Now, here's Tate. He's guarded closely. Şengün with the bucket. Şengün's got 6.
And give Şengün credit for getting a shot off in time there. Nice work.
Pass to Melton. Porzingis sets the pick for Melton. From past the arc. Porzingis can't hit. Rockets leading by 20. Here's Shepard. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Now Şengün. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Şengün's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Now Melton. Nothing on the board. Here's Porzingis, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
Here's Shepard. He's guarded by Melton. Şengün against Porzingis. And again, Şengün. 10 points for him.
A true monster in the paint, and just under 7 feet. It can be so easy for Şengün to find those baskets.
Outside, Porzingis. Over Şengün. Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a three-point play.
showing why he's an elite talent. Porzingis making difficult physical finishes look effortless.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
That free throw good from Porzingis. So, Tim, when you look at the current landscape of the NBA, the talent level seems to be at an all-time high.
Well, Kevin, there are more high-level shot makers in this league than ever before as guys continue to add shooting range and creativity with their handle.
And they got to be always evolving, right? I mean, you cannot rest on what you've done.
Well, the league now emphasizes high-level shot making more than they ever have. And in the era of the three-point shot in particular, it's crucial that you add that to your game.
Absolutely. Now, here's Horford. He gets it in there.
And it's the long arms and broad shoulders that make Horford such a tough matchup inside. Teams try to get physical with him, but he's usually up to the challenge.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. Kevin Durant's checked in for Houston. And so here is Houston. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. And it's sent back by Horford.
And still capable of being your defensive anchor, Horford is excellent at positioning himself to block shots.
The Warriors shooting just their second attempt at the line tonight.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Green, he's checked in for Al Horford.
Mind the lane.
And a change for the
One
Rockets.
shot.
Thompson's checked in. That free throw good from Porzingis.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
Now, here's Thompson. Back to Durant. Durant drawing the double team. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. KD's got his second basket of the game.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Here's Curry. Pass to Melton. Fires the 3. Drops in the tray. Melton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And KD's got the ball here for Houston. 13-point lead. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in the Bay Area.
And they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
I've always admired the impact that Steph Curry, Tim, has made on this game, and not only at this level, but at every level. With that in mind, do shooters train differently in part because of him?
Yeah, I believe they do, Kevin, but you've got to beware. This is a guy that's often imitated, rarely replicated. He is so special, but I think guys need to add escape dribbles, the sidestep dribble, and certainly deep shooting off the dribble. That's where Steph Curry has impacted the modern shooter.
That's good advice. Now here's Curry. Outside, Porzingis. Curry on the wing. Takes the 3. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Thompson outside. Launches a 3. And Santos pulls it down. Santos has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Porzingis high post. KD's on him. It's to Curry. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Amen Thompson.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
2 points. That one goes. KD's got 6 points in the quarter.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
Porzingis with a screen on Thompson. Melton passes to Green. Porzingis inside. Şengün covering. Curry looking around. Over Shepherd. Again, Curry missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Moses Moody, he's checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski's coming in for Melton. The Rockets also changing it up. Smith comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Tari Eason subbed in for Shepherd. Porzingis against Şengün. Pass to Green. Outside Curry. Lock at 6. Trying to get something going, and he hits the jumper for 2. Curry's got 5.
Well, the purest jump shot this game has ever seen. Curry's touch, his release, just picture perfect.
Outside, KD. Out to Thompson. Curry with the steal. Porzingis finds Green. It's deflected. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Porzingis. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
No wonder defenses have a hard time limiting Porzingis inside. Just look at that massive wingspan.
The Warriors shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Houston making a switch here. Capella's checked in. That free throw good from Porzingis. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
Here's Green after the Rockets pick up 3. Now, here's Moody. 17 points in his last outing. And the Warriors miss again.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Eason with it. Last game we saw him score 13. And Smith gets double teamed. Thompson surveying the floor. Shot from 12. Warriors with the rebound. Porzingis finds Green. Here's Podziemski. Left side, Porzingis. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Lob pass to Capella. Porzingis with the steal. Pass to Moody. Curry on the wing. The three-pointer, no good.
Just hasn't been his night so far, and if he's unable to find his rhythm, this might be a long night for them.
Porzingis with the block.
And there was a time when Porzingis was good for several rejections at the rim like that per game. Most would-be scorers have learned that about him.
6 to shoot. Here's Durant. Drops in the layup for 2. Durant's got 13.
unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out. Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
Outside, KD. Thompson sets the pick for KD. Over Moody. Durant kicks to Capella. Thompson for the triple. Podziemski grabs the board.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Green deciding where to go with it. Here's Porzingis. Rockets with the rebound. KD's got his 4th rebound in this one. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Porzingis.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
Rockets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And on the season, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
And he makes the first. And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
And the Warriors making a change here. Horford's checked in. Durant hits them both.
KD, one of the most prolific scorers in the NBA. The intrigue is how he does it with his stature.
Pass to Podziemski. And the wide open shot from Green. And a miss there on the triple. Houston leading by 18. Smith outside. Back to KD. Shoots over Podziemski. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. KD's got 17.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Now, here's Moody, who provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Thompson with it, guarded by Kerr. Thompson dishes to Durant. Shoots over Curry. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Warriors trail by 19. And here is Curry. He's got 5. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
The free throw drops for Curry. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Houston Rockets. Amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Make some noise and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Give me a beat. And that's where he knocked the shot. One more time, a round of applause.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West.
Well, looking at the Warriors, they've been stuck in the middle tier. Not good enough to challenge for a chip, but not bad enough to get a high draft pick. They're really going to need their young guys to take a step forward in their development.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Rockets.
Well, to be honest, a good shot for one person may not be a good shot for you. Each guy on this team has to understand his limitation and play to their strengths.
Self-awareness, an important trait for those who are constantly trying to get better. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
And KD's got the ball here for Houston. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Porzingis is out there with Green, and it's Moody in at the 3 spot. That's the Warriors' 5.
Yeah, this is a testament to how competitive Durant is, able to score against physical defenders.
And you think of the different styles of play. Tim, is there one that you prefer watching?
I personally like variety, Kevin. I like certainly three-point shooting. That's how I made my living. But I also want to see post play, and I want to see teams that also can beat you with isolation sets as well. I think those are the toughest teams to defend. They can hit you from any area.
They sure can. Warriors trail by 19. Pass to Podziemski. Porzingis inside. Şengün's there. Yep, that one goes in there. Porzingis has got 25 points in the game.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
Here's Eason. Out to Smith. The tray. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Warriors shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Pass to Podziemski. Outside, Green. Knocks down the 3-ball. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And when the 3 is going for Green, it's a terrific sign for this offense.
Back to KD. Smith, the pass to KD. From outside the arc. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
This is Durant's competitive fire coming out to play. He couldn't let that last 3 go unanswered.
Here's Podziemski. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Now here's Durant, defended by Moody. Pass to Eason. Now Smith. Now Kevin Durant, 25 points in the game, and it's in there.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Warriors trail by 19. Podziemski with it. Porzingis with a screen on Thompson. Outside, Green. Porzingis sets the pick for Green. 5 to shoot. Outside for Curry. Takes a 3. Connects from 3-point range. Curry's got 11 points.
That make brings them to 3 for 4, and the game plan seems to be working here early.
Thompson outside. Smith outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. He's got 13.
And that's a nice shot from mid-range there. Smith must continue to knock it down at that level.
Curry finds Green. Porzingis with a screen on Smith. And the call will be against Jabari Smith. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
On the wing, Green, covered by Smith. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And putting his long arms there to good use. Porzingis has a large catch radius on those alley-oops.
And now, Hallie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you. Over the decades, even as the number of teams has basically tripled, the All-Star rosters are still at 12 players. Asked about increasing that number, Warriors coach and former player Steve Kerr said, "I kind of like it where it is, but I was never the odd man out. I made my All-Star plans in October." Guys, back to you.
Great stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now Kerr. After the missed three from KD. Now here's Moody. He has 5. Misses the 3.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Eason. It's good from long range. And the Rockets lead by 17.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Majemski on the wing. Screen by Porzingis. Again, Golden State.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Rockets leading by 15. Pass to Smith. Now Kevin Durant. In the corner, it's Eason. Off target from outside. Golden State's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Outside for Curry. Durant with the steal. Pass to Şengün. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Off target from three-point range. Warriors trail by 15. Golden State moving it around. Curry on the fly. Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Well, those 5 turnovers, more than you like to see. Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Warriors have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Here's Majemski. He has 5. Outside, Porzingis. Banked in off the glass. Porzingis has got 33.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Now to take a look at some of the steal numbers over the scope of the last few months for him.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
And here is Şengün. 10 points for him. Here's KD. Durant going to work inside.
And we're so used to seeing KD light it up from outside. Found great positioning and then delivers.
Outside, Green. They set the pick. Jacks up a three. Eason grabs the board. Houston leading by 13. Outside Durant. The 10-footer. Again, the Rockets score.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Outside, Green. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Houston. Durant's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Eason. He's defended by Pajemski. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Hits the three-point bomb. Smith's got 16.
Attacking relentlessly. Always fun to see a young player like Smith just go off.
Porzingis with the ball. He's picked up by KD. Outside Curry. To stop the run, and it's good on the way up. He's got 13.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Now in his late 30s, Steph Curry, Tim, continues to be a dominant force.
Well, his conditioning is on a world-class level, Kevin. He's never been one to beat you with his explosiveness, so his plan is just to outlast his opponents.
And here is Curry after the three-pointer from KD. Outside, Porzingis. And they pick up 2. Porzingis has got 12 now in this quarter.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him. But again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
Durant kicks to Smith. Pass to Thompson. But Trey. Warriors with the rebound.
Tonight has just not been his night. It's that simple. Luckily, they have found success elsewhere.
Hits it from three-point range.
And what I love about his performance tonight, he started slow, but he refocused at halftime, and he has really picked it up.
Now here's Durant. He's got 34. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Taking the hit there, Durant, so hard to stop.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Rockets.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
Yeah, they have been dialed in from deep. The three-pointer has been there all night for them.
So it's the Warriors now. 17-point game. Milton passes to Horford. Now here's Curry. Over Shepherd. And a nice play by Curry as he scores. Curry's got 18 points.
And how about when Curry gets fancy with it? His confidence is what allows him to pull off these moves.
Here's Durant. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Rockets lead by 17.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Picked by Horford. And a deep three from Curry. And another three for Golden State.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Outside Durant. He gets that one. Durant's got 41.
And I bet he wishes they could play this team every night. Things are going great out there offensively.
Outside, Horford.
2 minutes.
Back to Curry. Pass to Santos. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Horford. No good on the triple. Rockets leading by 16. Right side, Kevin Durant. Buries it down low. Durant's got 43 points.
No one is stopping that shot. Durant with the teardrop. There's just no way to defend that.
Pass to Curry. 1:15 left to play here in the third. Now Melton. That three off the mark. Now Capella. Outside for KD. There's the three. Capella, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got his second bucket of the night.
And that's Capella getting rewarded for his effort on the glass. Love when that kind of hustle pays off.
Horford sets a screen for Melton. Pass to Horford. Launches a three. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his fifth rebound in this one. Now Shepherd. Right side, Kevin Durant. And finished off by KD.
And with that remarkable wingspan, coupled with the leaping ability, Durant does major damage on those drives.
Now here's Curry. 21 points in the game. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. In the corner, it's Melton. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And so it's the Houston Rockets cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. Chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, right there, he wasn't a ball stopper. He kept his eyes up and his options open.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Taking a look at the Rockets. They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. He's out there with Şengün. Shepherd out there with Jayshawn Tate. And it's Okogie in at the two. GA, in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
And the first one at the line is good. And he makes the first but misses the second.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now, here's Şengün. Count that one.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Screen by Porzingis from outside the arc. The rebound by Shepherd. Rockets leading by 23. Picked by Finney-Smith. Pass to Shepherd. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
This is what had scouts eyeing Shepherd early on, his ability to shoot with range.
Melton with the ball. Here's Santos. Makes it off the glass.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Here's Shepherd. Here's Şengün. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now, here's Melton. Pass to Porzingis. Now here's Melton. Over Shepherd. Out to Porzingis. From the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Porzingis has got 39.
Oh, the value of having a 7-footer with that kind of range. Porzingis spacing the floor for them.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, with each bucket, he denies any thought of a comeback.
So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off coming off of his screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
Timeout called the Rockets. Stephen Curry's checked in for the Warriors. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Durant's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
You know, Tim, you hear some players now feeling they're being unfairly criticized. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I do believe it can get personal at times, but listen, if you are in this league, I think it helps to have thick skin because you are going to be criticized from time to time.
But players do pay attention, don't they? They know what's being said and written.
They pay a lot more attention than they let on, Kevin, believe me. And if they're not listening, somebody in their inner circle is, I promise you that. And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
And Alperen Sengun gets the whistle that time. That will get him his fourth foul of the game.
Oh, great defense. They anticipated the play and got there first.
And the Warriors making a change here. Richards is checked in. Now here's Curry. Pass to Melton. Out to the right wing. Porzingis against Sengun. Right side Porzingis. Over Sengun. Nails the baby hook. Porzingis has got 41.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Outside Durant. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. KD's got 47 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Porzingis looking it over. Curry kicks to Richard. Here's Melton. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Sengun. Şengün's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Porzingis with the block.
And with that 7'6" wingspan, Porzingis has always been a big-time shot blocker.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. On defense, the Warriors. Fires from deep. Shepherd, that's good. Shepherd's got 6 points in the quarter.
Lethal from deep. Shepherd will hurt you from there.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. Green against Green. Back to Curry. A 3-ball. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 5th assist in this one. Houston's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. Capella sets a screen for Shepherd. One thing we see sometimes, players opting to represent themselves when it comes to signing a contract. In other words, Tim, they don't have an agent. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think most players, Kevin, understand that the numbers are pretty set, particularly for the superstar. If you know you're going to get a supermax, why not keep more of what you make? Why pay an agent?
That's a good point. And it's Green with the jam.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Warriors have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Pass to Melton. Green in the post. Guarded by Green. And Green gets it to go.
And you know if there's anyone who's going to stick their nose in the action, in the paint, it's Draymond Green.
Here's Shepherd. And it's Houston with another.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now here's Curry. And the shot goes in. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's found his rhythm here in the second half. Let's see if they keep calling his number.
Now Shepherd. Pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Melton passes to Curry. And here's Porzingis. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Porzingis with a screen on Green. And it's Green missing.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Green, the pass to Tate, over to the wing. Here's Capella, and it's Houston with another. So when you look at different approaches to player recovery, from load management, say, Tim, to rub some dirt on it and get back in there, where do you stand on all of that?
Well, I do think teams have done a better job of trying to make sure players are protected from themselves and make sure they're getting enough rest. But I also think there are times guys should be allowed to play through certain types of minor injuries.
So it's the Rockets now, following Draymond Green's 3 and the dunk by Capella.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Now, here's Melton. Outside, Porzingis. Shoots over Capella. Good on the 13-footer. Porzingis has got 43 points.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
Green with a screen for Shepherd. In the corner, Tate with it. Capella with a screen on Melton. Just 5 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot off. Shepard. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Outside, Green. Now here's Curry. Tight defense on him. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And with the most recent collective bargaining agreement, Tim, teams have felt the pinch of those new luxury tax and apron penalties.
Yeah, and the goal of those being put in place was to have more top-tier talent equally spread out around the league. And as you've seen, there's been some tough decisions already. Some teams have had to trade away some of their stars just to make the math work.
And sometimes it's hard to make that math work. There's so many moving parts.
And as a result, it's more important to be able to structure out your supporting cast than ever before.
Moses Moody, he's checked in for Golden State. Podziemski's coming in for Milton. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Houston. Aaron Holiday comes in for Josh Okogie. He doesn't get the second one.
Well, Steph Curry is an all-time great who continues to amaze us, and I am just so glad I've got the best seat in the house.
Shepard with the ball, guarded by Curry. Finney-Smith can't get it to go.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Ball's knocked loose to the inside, and the dunk by Porzingis.
And good things tend to happen when you run your offense through Steph.
Houston's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Shepard, the pass to Tate. Softly drops in the floater. Tate's only got his first 2 points of the night.
Watching the trajectory on a floater never gets old. One of the most fun ways to score that this league has.
Back to Curry. Fires away from outside. Rockets with the rebound. Finney-Smith's got 4 rebounds in this game. 1:39 left to play in the final quarter. Shepard, the pass to Tate. Now here is Holiday. Here's Finney-Smith. And the 3 off target. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Rockets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kevin Durant.
Yeah, he was just laser focused in that game. It got to the point where you just knew if he shot it, it was going in.
And here is Moody after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Outside, Porzingis. Good, nice job down low. Porzingis has got 47 points.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Well, they have finally found something that's working, but it's against a defense that clearly has let up since they have the lead.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Winning away from home takes nerve and great discipline. Kudos to them.
Back to Curry. Over Shepard. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Curry's got 32 points in the game. So we see Houston taking the W here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg